Our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Mike. 319. Mike. Ready? Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and more past the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Yeah. Defense. And here we go. Mike, 5-5.
They'll run for the first time to Tevin Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm going to run you over. Check. Flag down. Yeah, Liz. Shit. Right. Check 3. Undercrush.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
258, 26. Check safety. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Mike, 55. Run. Right there in the middle. 55. He's tired of me.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the safety creep. Get 300.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Got the connection here to Bourne. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
No. 258. 55, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Alert 3. Back north. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Check. 18. Check. 55 for Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
Where's that? 19. Oh, you got deep.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Oh, look at the juke. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
What's that? 19.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. At the Packers' 29-yard line.
One of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
26.
On 2nd down, it's Phillips. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. He's got Fuller. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A toss play, Gordon. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Melvin Gordon, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming. Double up.
To throw again. Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Trevor Daniel on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at about the 14. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Hill, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jeremy Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turn to a little more power. They score it.
And now has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
You got block inside. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack on first down, Watson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 48 yards.
First down, Texans.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And now I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So on third and goal, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 17.
All day, every day. All day, every day.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you, Toad.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Set. 19. Check, 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 check.
Gordon. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Watson, throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
36. Teammate. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's go one more.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Bravo. He can't hang. Hey, black. Check 52.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
18. 30. Switch it. Come on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he fields it cleanly. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 55. Mark 55. I got one.
Here's Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on 1st down. Phillips. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 26. Kill. Greystone, Travis.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Exit. 55, my God, 55. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Here we go, team. Here I go. Check 26, check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Roll right. Box it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 24, check 24. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 43.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check 3, check 3.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
This is Johnson. He's got it. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They come out here in the I. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Here's Gordon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Packers, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. (11-5) overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be wild card.